welcome to our concrete staining job. We claim all the disclaimers that are out there, and everything that you hear is strictly our opinion. This is for your entertainment. And with that being said, let's get started. There are some legalities to staining depending on where you live. We are not constrained by certain limitations that you may be. So you may need to check with your city, county, ordinance, or your homeowners association, or all of the above, before starting a project like this. This is a new construction site, and right now this is a freestanding basement on a 1 acre lot, and the slab has completely cured. The slab is 4,000 limestone mix, and we chose that for the strength and because we were told that the stain would look better on that type of mix. We chose to stain the floor before standing any walls or doing any other construction inside, mainly because we didn't want to tape out around all the walls and risk getting stain on them. And by the way, temperature does matter. We're in the southern part of the United States, and so we have been waiting for the temperatures to basically get out of the 110 degree mark. Before the stain job, we looked on the web, we went to the bookstores, home improvement stores, we read labels, we researched as much as possible, and we decided that we could do this project ourselves. We went to a local contractor supply store, not a box store, and we talked to them about staining the concrete floor ourselves. And they were so helpful that we bought all of our products from them, locally, home-owned, home-operated. So therefore, if we ran into any problems or had any trouble, we could always call them and talk to them, and they were very glad to help us out on any information we needed. The cleaning products, the stain, and the sealer all came from the same company. Most of it is the same brand, and even if it's not the brand, it was compatible. And that's very important to make sure that everything is compatible. We also got the tools that was needed, the brooms and the sprayers and the gloves, and safety should always be one of the main concerns. If you need safety glasses, rubber boots, gloves, protective clothing, then that's what you need to wear. And after doing all the research that we did, we found out that it doesn't take a rocket science to do the staining. Hey, even a girl can do this. So anyway, we read the instructions, we made notes from the local contractor supply company on tips that they told us from their years of experience. And experience means a lot. So here we are. And the first day, because of our time constraints, we have broke this job up into several days. Day one, we just hosed the basement out with water and rubbed over it with the brush broom to get most of the dirt off. We have been having dirt work done, so the red dirt, reddish, orangish color, was in patches all over the floor here. And we wanted to get as much of that out as possible. The next day we showed up and we got the sprayer with a citrus cleaner, and we lightly sprayed the water all over the basement flooring, and then after we sprayed the water, we took the sprayer with citrus mixed up. It was a citrus concentrate, and we sprayed it and let it soak for about 30 minutes. Well, after it soaked for 30 minutes, we scrubbed it with the brush broom, and then we hosed the entire basement right out the door, the water. With that being said, due to the fact that we don't have a lot of constraints, we can hose the water out of the door. And where we're hosing it at will be an attached garage. So it's not of the greatest concern. Now, where you're at, you may have to use a wet vac and vacuum it up and dispose of it at a different site. And with that being said, we're going to start with what they call, on day 3, we will be doing a etching. Some people call it etching. What we got is called a SP cleaner. And it is to open the pores up of the concrete. And once we put that on there, the next following day it should be ready to stain. Now we're having to do this in several different days due to our time constraints, but some things can be done all in one day. So let's get to work, let's get busy. Well, this is part 2 of our staining project, and on day 3 we used the SP etching cleaner, and then on day 4 we were getting ready to stain. We chose a color that would not show the dirt easily because it's going to be a high traffic area. We went and we taped 3 foot of plastic all the way around. We taped at the top and the bottom. And we put on our safety gear, our boots and our gloves and so forth, and we got our 2-gallon plastic sprayer and stain ready. We mixed our stain to a 1:1 ratio, and which meant 1 gallon of stain to 1 gallon of water in a 2-gallon sprayer. We took our markers and used tape as markers, and we taped along the walls to know how far to spray. We started at the front and we worked our way to the back, and we would spray, and then when we started running out we would stop and we would come back and refill and start again. And we watched our markers to know how far to do 1 sprayer full, and then we would stop, and we would basically have it averaged out like that. Well, on day 5 we came back the next day and we had to clean, and it was an all-day job. It was very messy. Clean, clean, clean. You have to get the floor very clean so that the sealer will adhere to the floor. So we took ammonia. We preferred ammonia over baking powder because the baking soda it's got that white powdery residue, and I like the ammonia better. It's strong, the fumes are. But anyway, we used a ratio of ammonia and water, and we cleaned and cleaned and cleaned and cleaned. That neutralizes the reactive acid stain that we were using. You use a shop vac, you scrub the floor, you shop vac it up, then you take and you get a mop, and you mop. And you mop 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 until you can actually do a white glove test. That's how clean you're supposed to get the floor. So once the floor is very clean, we left and we let it dry overnight. We came back the next day and we swept it out very well because it's all open and we have environmental issues like the leaves falling, some moths and all that. We swept all that in the dust. We swept it. I took a dry mop and ran over it. Then I swept it again to get any pieces of lint or fuzz off from the mop. And we put 1 coat of sealer on. We used a matte sealer, not a high gloss sealer. I wanted a matte sealer because this is basically going to be a 1,700 square foot home business. And our home business is going to be a photography studio. And I did not want a high gloss due to glare and bounce and reflection. And any other business, or if it would have just been a recreation area, home theater, I would have loved to have had a high gloss on the floor. But anyway, we put 1 coat of matte sealer on it. We came back the next day and we put another coat of matte sealer on it. And this is what we have. We love it. It was well worth all the work. And it was a lot of work. We saved thousands of dollars doing it ourselves, and it's very durable. This is going to be a high traffic area because we have the studio in the first half, and the back half we're going to have the media room, which will also double as a home theater, and then we have our office area. And so this area will be very easy to clean. And we chose a color that would not show the dirt. It's a cola color. It's got your browns, your rust colors, your reds, and we're very pleased with it and we're happy. And that's what matters.